Hello and welcome to the Solid Studio. In order to maximise the benefits of our training, we encourage all of our clients to do both strength and conditioning work, ideally on separate days. We advise people to follow a high day, low day approach, where we follow a higher intensity day like weight training or high intensity conditioning with a lower intensity day, namely aerobic exercise. For our conditioning sessions, we recommend an 80-20 split in favour of lower intensity conditioning, the majority of which we would do in a zone 2. That's approximately 110 to 140 beats per minute, depending on the individual and your maximum heart rate. This would roughly equate to only one higher intensity conditioning session per week, with the rest being lower intensity in nature. We recommend using the Morpheus system provided for a smarter approach to your cardiovascular training. We always start with a recovery test first. You get a monitor and you get a chest strap. Pop the monitor onto the chest strap, like so. Wet the back of the strap with a little bit of antibacterial spray. Make sure the position of the strap is correct, just below the base of the breastbone and on the skin. It should have a relatively snug fit, but not be really tight all the same. Once you have your chest strap on and in the correct position, sit with your back against the wall, bring your phone, put it on the floor and open the Morpheus app. Press the check recovery button, answer the 4 questions in the recovery questionnaire: hours of sleep, sleep quality, soreness and how good do you feel. Then press measure my HRV. Once you have this done, press connect HRN and pick the heart rate monitor that you have on. They all have a serial number on the front of them. The test will only start when it notices you have a steady heart rate. Relax and breathe normally. Don't move around or talk during the test so that you get an accurate reading. Once the test is completed, you will get a HRV score and a resting heart rate. These are 2 important metrics to keep an eye on to see if you are improving your cardiovascular health. Once you're ready to start your session, take your phone and place it into the cradle of either the rower or the bike. Press the blue train button down the bottom and connect HRM again. We generally start off with a little bit of a warm-up where we'll do a minute or 2 relatively steady, and then once we're ready to select your interval type, you go and tap the stopwatch symbol up in the top right corner. Blue sessions are recovery based, green sessions are conditioning based, and red sessions are overload. The majority of your sessions would generally going to be in blue. As you will see from the weekly training zone targets on the home screen, the majority of your days and times are going to be spent in blue, with less time in green and even less time in the highest intensities of red, if any at all. Select the number of reps, which will determine the total time, press load and start. When you finish your cardio session, you can do some accessory work on any individual weaknesses that you may have. But just make sure to remember the purpose of the session. It is a recovery session the day after something high intensity, then don't crush yourself again. We usually finish with 3 to 5 minutes of recovery breathing to encourage your body to move back into a more rest and digest state. Set a timer on a watch on a phone and then lay on the floor, arms to the side, hands to the sky, and then breathe in for a 5 count and out for an 8. Nice and simple, but something that a lot of people need to practice.